Good evening, students. Welcome to the class of Technomaths. Today we'll solve one question. It's very good question that a shadow of a tower, right? A shadow of a tower standing on level ground is 40-meter longer when sun's altitude is 30 degree than when it's 60 degree. Then we need to find the tower height, right? Now, in this question, just consider just draw the diagram first. Okay, now I am starting to draw the diagram. This is a question from trigonometry, height and distance. So let us understand that if this is the sun, right, then this will be the tower, this will be the tower, right? Now shadow of a tower standing on level, so due to this sun, the shadow of this tower will be forming on the ground like this here, right? So this shadow is forming like this is the shadow, right? Now it's saying that shadow of a tower standing on level ground is 40-meter longer when sun's altitude is 30 degree than when it's 60 degree, right? So let's say this will be the, if the tower length is AB, right, and BC was the shadow length when the altitude was 60 degree. That means when the sun was at, let's say, at this point, okay, sun was at this point, and from here this is the angle of elevation, right? So at a higher altitude, let's say 60 degree, right, then the shadow will be longer, and the longer shadow is long by 40-meter. So from C to D, this length is 40-meter. This is 40-meter, right? Now we need to find the tower height. Here in this question, let us assume the tower height as x. Let us assume the tower height as x, right? Since the tower height is x, then for BC, let us assume it as y. B to C. That means the shadow length when the elevation was 60 degree for this sun, right? For 60 degree, this will be the angle of elevation for the sun, and the shadow of this tower is for the tower AB is formed as BC, and we assume BC as y, right? Now this is a right angle triangle because tower is standing erect on the ground, right? Now for tan of 60, this will give you the relation between the tower and tower shadow, right? Then we can say that tan of 60 degree equal to AB by BC, that means x by y, which is AB by BC, right? So this is one of the relation which we have derived for x and y. Now go to the bigger triangle ABD, this one, this bigger one. In the bigger triangle ABD, this was for ABC. In triangle ABC, we find tan 60 degree equal to x by y. Now in the bigger triangle A, B and D, right? So in triangle ABD, this one which I have shaded it, right? The relation between AB and BD. So this tower AB is having the shadow of length BD, which is 40 meter higher than the shadow length when the elevation was 60 degree, as given into the question. You can see. So in triangle ABD, we can see that tan of 30 degree will be equal to AB by BD, equal to AB by BD, right? And AB is the tower length, which is x. So just put it x divided by BD. BD can be written as BC plus CD, right? And BC is y. BC is y. BC is y. So y plus 40, because CD is 40. So this will be y plus 40. Now just put up the value. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3 equal to x by y plus 40. From here we get the value of y as x by tan 60, right? From the equation 1 we get y equal to x by tan 60, and tan 60 is root 3. So y equal to x by root 3 from equation number 1, and just put up this value of y over here, right? Then what we will get? 1 by root 3 is equal to x by, replace y, substitute the form, replace the value of y in the form of x, that is x by root 3. So this will be x by root 3 plus 40. So here just solve it to get the value of x, right? This will give you the tower length. Now I am going to solve it. So here 1 by root 3, so I am just sliding it little more. So 1 by root 3 equal to root 3 times x divided by, because this root 3 taken into the LCM and into the denominator, we are left with x plus 40 times root 3, and root 3 which was into the denominator of denominator gone upward. Now by cross multiplication we get x plus 40 root 3 is equal to 3 times x, right? And when x will be subtracted from 3x, this will give you 2x as 40 root 3, and the value of x will be 2 will be coming into the denominator, it will be 40 root 3 by 2, and which will be given as 20 root 3. So 20 root 3 is the height of tower. This is 20 root 3 meter is the height of tower. This we have calculated, right? Now you can check the answer. This is a question from NCERT exemplar. So 20 root 3 is the right answer, right? Now we can solve more questions. Just taking another question, that is a vertical straight tree 15 meter height. The height of tree is 15 meter. This is given into the question, right? And this straight tree is broken by the wind in such a way that its top just touches the ground and makes an angle of 60 degree. So if this was the tree, this was broken from here, and this is the top portion which is touching the ground. So you can see, if this is A, this is B, this is C, then this portion was equal to C. So that AC was equal to 15 meter, right? And this touches the ground now. Is broken. Touches the ground, makes an angle of 60 degree with the ground. and the angle which is made by this tree with the ground is 60 degree, right? Now what we need to find, at what height from the ground did the tree break? That means this we need to calculate, right? So here, since AC is 15, AC is 15, so let us assume the length of AB here, length of AB as x. If the length of AB is x, right, then what will be the length of B to C? This one. This will be 15 minus x. Why? Because the tree height is 15 meter. This will be 15 minus x. This will be 15 minus x, right? Now, for tan 60 degree, you can just take the relation between this and this. That means AB and BC. To find out the relation between AB and BC, what we will do? To find out the relation between AB and BC, that means perpendicular and hypotenuse, that is sine. So we can see sine of 60 degree will give you the relation between AB, that is your perpendicular, by BC, that is your hypotenuse, right? And sine 60 degree is root 3 by 2, root 3 by 2, right? Sine 60 degree is root 3 by 2, and AB is x, then BC will be 15 minus x, right? So tree is broken from B point, right? This is a broken tree. Tree is broken, right? Tree was broken in such a way that it's lean against the ground and makes an angle of 60 degree. We need to find the height from the ground, that is A to B. What is the height from where the tree is broken? That means here we are going to find the length of AB, right? So the length of AB will be x, which we have assumed. Now just solve this equation. This will give you root 3 times 15 minus x equal to 2 times x, right? And this will give you 15 root 3 minus root 3x equal to 2x, which in turn give you, just bring x in one side, so this will give you 2 plus root 3 times x equal to 15 root 3. So the value of x is calculated as 15 root 3 divided by 2 plus root 3, and when you rationalize it, it will be 2 minus root 3 and 2 minus root 3 multiplied into the numerator and denominator, and this will give you the value 15 root 3 2 minus root 3 divided by a plus b, a minus b. So this will be 2a square minus 3a square. 2a square minus root 3a square. Root 3a square will be 3 and 2a square will be 4. So into the denominator it will be 4 minus 3, which will be 1. So this will give you the exact length of the tree from which it was broken, AB, that is 15 root 3, that is 15 root 3 times 2 minus root 3. This is the value of x. That means the length through which the tree is broken, this one. So x is calculated now, right? This is the value of x, 15 root 3 times 2 minus root 3. So right students, in this way this question is solved. So we have solved two questions of height and distance today. Now we'll do some more questions. Okay, let's solve some questions from probability. From the questions of probability, in a family, of, you can solve this question. Or we can take another question, two dices of questions from dice, or let's solve few questions of probability now. Okay, a number is selected from 15 from first 50 natural numbers. So it's given that number selected from first 50 natural numbers. First 50 natural numbers, right? We need to find what is the probability that it is a multiple of 3 or 5. What is the probability that it is a multiple of 3 or 5? 3 and 5 multiple, that we need to find. Now, since the number is selected from the natural number 1 to 50 and the numbers are first 50, so do one thing, just write all the multiples of 3 which are coming within 50 and all the multiples of 5 which are coming within 50. So the multiples of 5 which are coming within 50, so just write all the numbers first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? Then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, right? Then 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 and 30. Right? All these are the natural numbers. I am just writing all the natural numbers from 1 to 50, that is first 50. Right? All these are natural numbers. After 30, it will be 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39 and 40. Okay, and now the last row of natural numbers is 41, 42, 43. We need to find the probability of the numbers which are multiple of 3 and 5. So after 43 it's 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49 and 50. Now do one thing, just find out the multiples of 3. Multiple of 3 first. So the multiple of 3 is this one. Another multiple of 3 is 6, then 9, then 12, then 15, then 18, then 21, then 24, then 27, then 30. After that 33, then 36, then 39, 42, 45, 48. So all these are multiples of 3, right? All these are multiples of 3. Now what we will find? Now we will find the multiples of 5. So what are the multiples of 5? 5, 10. This is common. 15, 20, then 25, then again 30 is common. You can see this is a multiple of 3 also and 5 also. So that's why I'm written with different color. 30, then 35, then 40, then 45. You can see 45 is the multiple of 3 also and 5 also, and 50. Now count all the numbers. Numbers which are multiple of 5, numbers multiple of 5 are 5, not 5, multiple of 3 and 5 are, count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, right? 23. So there are 23 numbers. 23. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So there are 23 such numbers within the first 50 natural numbers which are a multiple of 3 and which are a multiple of 5. Right? And what is the probability? Probability of multiple of 3 and 5 is the number of favorable events. That means numbers divisible or multiple of 3 and 5 divided by total, right? So it will be coming as 23, because this is the favorable count which you are having. There are 23 such numbers which I have highlighted over here. All these 23 numbers are divisible by 3 and 5, either 3 or 5. So this will give you 23 by 50, 23 by 50, which is your answer. So this is your answer. 23 by 550 is the probability of all such numbers which are either divisible by 3 or either divisible by 5, right? Now what we will do, we can solve some more questions from probability. Okay, let us take some more question. In the letter mobile, what is the probability that it's a vowel, right? Now I am taking this question of probability. So in the letter mobile, that means what is the spelling? MOBILE. In the letter mobile, what is the probability of a vowel? Probability of getting a vowel. So here you can see, is M a vowel? No. So this will not be taken. O a vowel? Yes, this will be taken. B is not a vowel, so it will not be taken. I is a vowel, so this will be taken. L is not a vowel, this will not be taken. E is vowel, this will be taken. Right? So favorable count. So how much vowels are there? How much vowels are there? So vowels are 1, 2 and 3. Vowels are 3 in the letter mobile, and the total alphabets are how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal to 6, right? Therefore, probability of getting a vowel will be equal to the favorable count, that will be number of vowels divided by total alphabets. So this will be considered for the letter mobile only, and number of vowels will be 3. So the probability of getting a vowel will be 3 into the numerator, and into the denominator the total alphabet, that is 6. So 3 by 6. So this will be coming as 3 1 3 3 2 6. So 1 by 2. So probability of getting vowel in the letter mobile is 1 by 2. This is your answer. This is your answer. Right? So in this way, this is we have solved this question. We can solve more questions. Let's say we have solved two questions from here. The if two different dices are rolled together, the probability of getting an even number on both dice. Okay, so that we can also see. That we can also see. Let us solve that. So two dices. So two dices with you. This is dice 1, and let's say this is dice 2. This is dice 1 and this is dice 2. And the question is that the probability, two different dices are rolled together, the probability of getting an even number on both the dice. So in a dice, numbers on dice 1, what are that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, right? And numbers on dice 2, this one, this will also bear the same numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, right? Now what is the probability that when these dices are rolled together, the probability of getting at least the probability of getting an even number on both dice? So the probability of getting an even number is that when 2 will be there and it can form any combination with 2, 4 and 6, right? So there are three such possibilities when the dice 1 is having number 2 which is even, and on the another dice the number can be 2, 4 and 6, right? So the count 3 will be like this: 2, 2, 2, 4, 2, 6, right? Now in the second attempt, when we have 4 on the dice, right, then it can be 4, 2, 4, 4 and 4, 6. 4, 2, 4, 4 and 4, 6. These are another three combinations which we have and which are even. And in the last attempt, it can be 6, and it will be 6 2, 6 4, and 6 6. Right? So it will be 6 2 is a pair of even, 6 4 is another pair of even, and 6 6 is the third pair of even. So how much such total numbers are there? 3 plus 3 plus 3. So all this will be coming as 9, right? So the probability the probability of even numbers on dice will be 9 into the numerator divided by 36, that is 6 into 6, right? So this will be coming as 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 is your answer, right? So 1 by 4 is the required probability. So in this way we have solved this question also. Thank you so much for watching, students. Take care. Bye bye.